I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about something that a lot of men probably feel, but don't really talk about. And that's the feeling that no matter how hard you work, it still doesn't feel like enough. A lot of men grow up believing a very simple idea. Work hard, keep your head down, do the right thing, and life will work out. And to be fair, that belief gets a lot of us through our younger years. You put in the effort, you build a career, you take on that responsibility, you provide for the people around you and your family. But somewhere along the way, many men start to notice something. Working hard doesn't always give you the feeling you thought it would. You can put in 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, and still come home feeling like something's missing. Not because the work's bad, not because life is terrible, but because the effort you're putting in doesn't always translate into the sense of purpose that you expected. I see this a lot with men who have been working for 20 years or more. You become really good at your job. You know what you're doing. You can do the work almost automatically. But that's exactly when the questions start creeping in. Is this what I want to do forever? I have been working hard as a plumber for 24 years, fitting boilers, bathrooms, tiling, and I am now really good at this job. But every day I think to myself, is this really what I want to do for the next 24 years? And those thoughts can be uncomfortable, because once you start asking those questions, you realise something. Hard work on its own isn't always enough. What most men are actually looking for is meaning, a reason to get out of bed that feels bigger than just repeating the same routine again. And that doesn't mean quitting your job tomorrow. It doesn't mean blowing your whole life up. But it might mean starting to think differently about what your future could and should look like. Maybe it's learning something new. Maybe it's building something on the side. Maybe it's finally admitting to yourself that you want something more out of your life, out of your working life. There's nothing wrong with working hard. We all work hard. In fact, working hard is something to be proud of. But hard work feels very different when it's connected to something that actually means something to you. And that's the part many men start thinking about as they get older, as they get to 40, 45. Not how hard they can work, but what they're actually working for. Just let me give you a quick example that I often talk about to people. There's a factory local to me, big factory, and they pay good money, and people do spend their whole careers there. It's a toilet roll factory. Don't get me wrong, factory jobs are good jobs, but I could not look back at my 40-odd year career and only have made toilet paper. I just couldn't. There must be more to life. And if you've been feeling like that lately, if you've been putting the effort in, but still feeling like something's missing, you're not the only one. A lot of men reach this point, and sometimes those questions are exactly what push you to start building something better. Not overnight, not in some dramatic way, but slowly, one decision at a time. Because hard work is powerful, but hard work with purpose behind it, that's when things really start to change.